Americans are finally getting what they voted for. No longer will we have rogue judges striking down President Trump's policies across the entire nation. No longer. Today, in the 6-3 opinion, Justice Barrett correctly holds that the district court lacks authority to enter nationwide or universal injunctions.
The Supreme Court has turned the universal injunctions into fish food. Judges who just dislike what Congress and any president has done, just made them up. I'm proud of the Supreme Court. It's a very extensive ruling. You can tell it from Justice Jackson's dissent. She's mad as a bag of cats, and that's probably a good thing for the American people.
Does appear to be an expansion of the president's power to issue these orders because it limits the ability of district court judges to stop them.
A big win for President Trump because he has been railing against the so-called nationwide injunctions. This is the power of a single judge to block an executive order for the entire country.
This is a huge win for the Trump administration because the court has essentially kneecapped lower courts from stopping this administration when it engages in lawless and unconstitutional behavior. No mistake about this. The court has given this administration an enormous win. They have put one hand behind the backs of those who are trying to fight against this administration, and they have dealt a death blow to the rule of law.
Not just Donald John Trump, the person, but the office of the president. Whoever comes next is going to get the benefit of this ruling, too. And it's going to make it much harder, not impossible, but much harder for a single district court judge in Maryland or Wyoming or where have you to say, I'm blocking the president's action nationwide. It's going to be much harder to do that.
The injunctions against President Trump right now and his administration's push, what happens to those now with this ruling?
Well, all of those rulings now have to be re-examined to some extent, and it's going to be more difficult to get new such injunctions. I think that the Trump administration has very good reason to celebrate. These district court judges have really tied down the administration.
But that will definitely, again, restrict the judiciary's definition and expand the executive's authority. And I think this goes back yet again to underscoring that the Supreme Court always rules on the side of the Constitution, the people, and the correct decision to the chagrin, perhaps, of a lot of these activist judges. And those arguing about agendas, it has nothing to do with that. This restores power to the people.
Really also a decision based on common sense. It didn't work the other way. It was a disaster where somebody from a certain location in a very liberal state or a liberal judge or a liberal group of judges could tie up a whole country for years because their decision would sometimes take years to overturn.